too fast. These girls eat through cash like gas in a Bugatti. I'm not Gotti, I'm just riding in the blue hat. The blues hat, the blues made me blue back on that boom bap or blow back. The blue caps, the...
What is up, YouTube? I can't believe I just said that. So this video, I was going back through. I just got a new hard drive, so I'm transferring over a bunch of files and stuff, and I found some of the old stuff we worked on. This stuff we worked on back in my apartment. That's where the name came from, Side Door Media, because my apartment door was on the side. It's a side door. Just come on up. So this is Radel Boykin. He's a friend, and I always like what he puts out. And so I just kind of got in here, and I was tinkering around with mixing, and I've been thinking about, the next video to do. And like I said, I want to keep them shorter and just little tips, let you get in and out. And so what I've been hearing, I've been following a lot of guys on SoundCloud and YouTube from there's a Reddit community for making hip hop. I want to get making hip hop subreddit, which is really awesome. You guys should check it out. They have some good conversation about recording, mixing, and all types of stuff pertaining to actually writing and performance, not just the technical stuff. Most of it's about the performance, not too much about the mixing side of it, but there is a lot, and I tried to give my input on stuff where I feel like it would be where there'd be something to gain from it, where I won't be talking on my ass. And so what I was saying is I'll listen to people's stuff. People post stuff to get feedback on, and people have generally been messing up on the reverb. And like I say in a lot of videos, I did the same stuff when I was trying out, and it's not something you should be ashamed about, because you just don't know. You got to keep learning. So I was going to go over a few things that are going to help your reverb on your vocals. So let me play. Sorry about this. I had this all disorganized. Let me play his verse again without the reverb. I have two delays, so I have one for a bit of stereo width, and that's going to give you a bit of reverb. You probably won't be able to tell it in the mix. And then the second delay is I use H delay, and there's under the modulation presets, there's rap vocals, and I just really love that preset. So that just gives you a bit more of a stereo. So there's no reverb on this. It's been processed otherwise. So we'll listen to it, and then I'm just going to pop on the reverb at full and try to mix in like how I would back in the day without any other processing on it.
Wait, not too fast. These girls eat through cash like gas in a Bugatti. I'm not Gotti, I'm just riding in the blue hat. The blues hat.
All right, now I'll put on the reverb.
Boom bap or blow back. The blue caps, the new crack. Put this in your ear hole, this shit crack. Addicted to the haters, 10 flow, flavor haterade. I'm the favorite main, better than your favorite main. I'm just favorite main. Black goddess, his who dangle chains. Pick one, don't pray for change. Pick one, don't pray for change. Get some, we out shit.
All right, so you can see, and like I've said before also, your ears might not be tuned to this, so don't worry about you not picking up on these little things. But like when I put in that reverb, I hear the mud coming back in, and so we want to control that. So on this reverb, we're using another favorite of mine's, the Lil Plate from Sound Toys. This was one of their recent plugins, and it is based off the EMT 140 reverb, which is a very classic plate reverb. So let me just pull up. Yeah, it was used at Abbey Roads. Just go Google EMT 140. So there's this one. And then also Isotope has one too. And it's a Nectar 2, I believe. Yeah. Over in there. Right down in here. This is EMT 142. So if you have this, that's a good choice too. It sounds really good. And it has within that plugin itself a lot of what we're going to do with all these other plugins, because it's a Lil Plate. They have two branches. They have their main plugins, and then they'll have like Microshift and Little Microshift. And the little version is always just like a stripped down version. They haven't put out the full version of Plate, so we got the stripped down version. So there are a few things that's lacking, which I'm sure Sound Toys is going to include when they put out the full version, which I can't wait for. One being a pre-delay, another being harmonics, and an EQ. This EQ is just affecting that output EQ. So this, this is going to help you with the low end. But what we want to do is affect the signal going in. And so because we don't have pre-delay, that's one thing that is it's going to help out a lot with separating your reverb from your vocals and giving it space. So what we can do is we can use a delay with no feedback. And what I did was I tapped the tempo, which is 155. And I've already set this, but I'm going to bring this all the way up, and I'm just going to bypass it just so you can see a bit of the separation. Like I said before, if you might not notice this stuff, but just keep practicing. Try this on your own, and after a while, your ears will know what to look for.
Wait, not too fast. These girls, they do cash like gas in the Bugatti. I'm not Gotti, I'm just riding in the blue hat. The blues hat, the blues made me blue back on that boom bap or blow back. The blue caps, the new crack.
All right, you see how there's a bit of separation, and you could even go a bit longer or shorter. Play around with it. I'm gonna stick at 1/16 note. Next is saturation, which I've only been doing this for a short time. This is another Sound Toys plugin, Decapitator, really cool. And how I did this, how I'm going to do a lot of this stuff. The H delay I didn't do in this method, but I put the reverb send on pre. I'm going to solo the reverb just so I hear the affected signal, and I'm going to use that in determining my processing moves. So we'll bypass it, and this is just going to add a bit of richness to the signal. Kind of gives it a bit more depth to it, I feel like.
Wait, not too fast. These girls eat through cash like gas in the Bugatti. I'm not Gotti, I'm just riding in the blue hat. The blues hat, the blues made me glue back on that boom bap. I blow back. The blue caps, the new crack.
Sorry, I didn't adjust the output to keep the levels right. But you know, it just is adding a bit more richness to that reverb. And then the main one, if you take anything away from this, is EQing the reverb before it goes in. Because we're coming down, this is the signal chain. You're coming down, you hit the H delay, decapitator, the EQ, and then it's going to the low plate, and it's going down. So this, we're telling the reverb, you're only going to affect this signal. And this is the main one where if people would just use this, you know, the decapitator is, you know, and saturation's cool and all, but this is a huge improvement. And what we're doing is we're scooping out a lot of the lows and a lot of the highs, because on that high end, you're just going to get like this crispness, this, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just awful. You hear it a lot in older recordings. It's just not something that they use anymore. So I'm going to play it, and oh yeah. And then this one right here is just kind of giving the vocals a bit more room. So it doesn't sound like the reverb is right on it. It's a bit behind it. So all three of these is going to help kind of give a focus to the vocals, and it's not going to be as washed out as it was before.
Wait, not too fast. These girls eat through cash like gas in the Bugatti. I'm not Gotti, I'm just riding in the blue hat. The blues hat, the blues made me blue back.
So already it sounds a bit better. We still gotta bring down the fader.
Put this in your ear hole, this shit crack. Addicted to the haters, tear flow, flavor haterade. I'm the favorite main, better than your favorite main. I'm just favorite main. Black guy, this is who dangle chains.
And so now our vocals kind of sound like they're in there. They're part of a space with the beat. So, yeah, I mean, this is all I really wanted to share. I hope you guys learned something. You know, try this out yourself. You know, play around with it. There's a lot to do, and it will clean up your vocals. You could see how your ears were just attracted to the actual vocals and not gain the reverb wasn't getting in the way of the vocals. It was there, but it was in the back. Anyway, guys, it's been great talking to you. If you need me for any mixing services, you can contact me at sidedoormedia.email@gmail.com. You can go to the website, sidedoormediastudios.com, and down on the bottom, there's a place where you can send a message, and I will get those in my email box. You could leave a message on this video. If you could comment, like, share, whatever, tell me I suck, whatever. And what I would really like is just advice for other videos. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you learned something. Have a good one.